everybody, and welcome back to Brickanics and episode 3 of building the Imperial Bunker on Endor. And we have some awesome advancements to this MOC since the last time we updated you in episode 2. So I think we're just going to jump right in to showing you what some of those improvements are, and then we'll let you know kind of what we're going to do in this episode as far as adding on to the bunker. So let's jump right in here and kind of show you some of the changes that we made to the floor. All right, so big difference from what we showed you in episode 2, which I'll put an image up right now just for comparison, to what you see right now. And the main difference is what we did is we wanted to kind of create a pathway throughout the bunker with floor grading. And we did that mainly here in the front. As you come down the entrance there, we just made a path all the way around the bunker in the different ways that you would go. And I really like some of this detail that we did along the sides of the floor grading. So he's got to be pushed down of the floor grading here to add just a little extra element of detail around the bunker. So yeah, that's the major difference and the major change that we made. In this episode, what we're primarily going to focus on is building up these exterior and interior walls with the details or greaveling around those walls and interior walls. If we have time, depending, I'd like to see if we can't get the roof on the front entrance here, because I think that would look cool. But the primary focus is getting these walls built up and getting some of the added details there. So we will get some of that built, and we'll come back here and kind of show you the progress that we're making. So it's actually the next day, and we've made some changes. I know. We said the focus was going to be the interior walls, and it still is. But last night I got to building a little bit on this front entryway, and creativity just kind of took over. And we just went all in on this. And I don't know, what do you think? I think it's a major improvement to what it looked like before. All right, so here is that front entryway, and we ended up going with this design. I never really liked the holes that were here before. I just sort of settled for that design because I didn't think that this clean of a look was gonna work for the Imperial Bunker on Endor, but actually after putting it together this way, it is more clean, but I think it looks a lot better. And we were able to get the roof on here with some details that resemble the Imperial Bunker on Endor with these two things on the top here, those two dishes. We got some details inside here. We have a terminal here that would be used to open the door, and then we have some other, details or greaveling, whatever you want to call it, here on the other side. The really cool thing about this roof is we made it modular, and that's what we're going to do for the rest of the bunker. Is we want to be able to take the roof off to be able to play inside, and so you're just able to just lift that off. Very simply. You've got a few studs that hold it on over top, and then you're able to sort of play inside there. So that easily just, as I try to do this with one hand looking through my phone, snaps on there, and then you're all done. So now what we're gonna do, as you see, we have started doing some of the interior walls, mainly just adding some details around here, kind of figuring that out. I do like these corner pieces that we have here to kind of turn that corner to kind of keep with this design a little bit going around. And we're going to go with these bricks here, which I really like, on the front entryway on both sides. Now we can turn our attention back to the interior of the base and start working on these walls and building up some of those interior details. And we'll come back here in a few seconds and show you the progress. All right, so I don't even know why I bother telling you what we're going to build, because the way that we've are you making fun of me? dude. I know, I talk with my hands a lot. It is what it is. It's what I do.
Yeah, that's how it has.
Yeah, so the way that we've been doing this is that I've been building later into the evening, and the next day we've been coming back and recording kind of the update. And then I've been telling you during those updates what we're going to build next. And then once I start building, I actually don't follow through with what I said I was going to build on. I start working on something different. So I don't know. We might have to adjust how that works out. But what we were able to get finished here is we built up the walls around the outside of the base. And then I'll give you a closer look here. But we were able to kind of finalize what the control room is going to look like. So let's jump in there and take a look at that. All right, so here is the control room, and we built up the walls and added some, details. I swapped out those black, kind of larger pieces here for actual, computer screens, and I think that looks better than what they would have looked like. We added some different details here to what would be, controls that would be operating these shield generators here. So there's a lot of different controls and pressure gauges and different types of things that go along with that. Just some added detail around the wall there. It's pretty cool how these connect in. They're actually these pieces on the back, and they're kind of like studs not on top kind of thing. So I guess a snot kind of plate that I built onto, so that when we built the wall up this way, I could add this onto it, and it could create some depth here, which would allow this to kind of cut underneath there. And I also did that on the other side here as well. So you can see these are kind of connected like so. And then they just go down here. And these are actually connected to the wall in the same fashion there as well. So yeah, that's what we were able to finish up here in the control room. And then the other thing that we did is we just built up the exterior walls here. And they're pretty plain. We're not doing a whole lot of detail on the walls around the bunker, because remember, this is actually all supposed to be inside of a hill. So this is the front of the Imperial Bunker on Endor, and then this is what you see in the movies, right? This part here, and then inside here is all underground and inside of a hill. So I wasn't really caring so much about a lot of greebling or details around the side here. I will be doing a little bit here in the front, because the way that this MOC is going to kind of finish up is it's going to be out of the ground, completely visible. I'm not building it into a hillside. Maybe hindsight being 2020, I might have planned it out that way, but I've already ordered all the pieces to do it this way. And so what we're actually going to do is add another 48 by 48 gray base plate on the front here. I've started looking on, BrickLink at different places and YouTube, trying to find out some good tree techniques. If you know a good tree technique, please feel free to share it in the comments below. I'd love to take a look at it. But what we actually did was I went on to Lego and downloaded the instructions for the Lego Ideas treehouse, and started looking at how they made that thick base for that tree. And I'm planning to have 3 or 4 of those big redwood trees on the front 48 by 48 base plate, and kind of have that outside scene. So we're going to build that up so it'll look like Endor with the big trees. So I think that'll look pretty cool. But outside of that, we just got the studs in place here for the next bed, and we just finished out some of the detailing around the inside walls here. And then obviously you saw before that we were able to finish up the front of the base, the entryway, which I'm really liking a lot. I think it turned out really well. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments as well. Do you think it looks a lot better this way, or did you like the way that we had it designed before? This week we're going to work to continue finishing out the interior of the base and kind of building this up. I hope to make some considerable progress in finishing this off and start working on that front 48 by 48 exterior base plate. So yeah, if you like the progress that we've made so far and want to see more, hit the subscribe button, follow along. We're going to continue making mocks just like this. That's what we like doing. That's where we see this channel kind of heading towards, as well as the other videos that we like to make. If you want to show some support for this particular mock and the progress we've made, hit the like button. We certainly would appreciate it. And I'll let Mason take us out here.
I love this base with the mirror.
I'm glad you love it, man. He's been playing with it a lot. He's started building his own base over there, which you might have seen in the last video that we uploaded. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to that down below. He's built a pretty cool base as well.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it from us. Thanks for watching, and
we going to see you on the next video.
that's the line, man. That's his line. That's how he takes us out every time. Thanks
Bye.
for watching. You guys have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.